Hello there, and welcome back. Now, I'm not here to talk to you about cognitive behaviour therapy. Well, we're not going to be doing it tonight, or today I should say. This video is one I'm making in between doing it. At the spot where I'm at in the book is where you see this video. So I think I've just done chapter 6. I think I have anyway. But anyway, after the chapter I've done, which you'll hear in the video, will be the bit you hear me talk now. Now, I want to talk a little bit about it, because I feel better for reading the book and going through it. And going through it with you all makes me feel better. I know you are there with me. And how do I feel? Good. I feel better. Knowing what I know now, or rather writing at the conclusions I have, is a good feeling. But I know, and you know this too, that this is only the beginning of the battle. Knowing how I get into these negative thought spirals does not mean I'm not going to have them anymore. Also means that, bloody hell, there's a walking group behind me, so I better keep this quick. Anyway, knowing the battle, knowing is only half the battle. I mean, deep down I always knew how I got into these depressive walking cycles. And I've never really done much about it, if I'm honest with you. Depression, much as I don't like it, can be comforting because I know it, you know? And saying some of the stuff I said on camera to you all has actually made me feel significantly better about it all. Really has. Are they? No, they're not. Are they? Bloody hell, there's a ton of them. Bloody hell. I'm going to keep walking. Hope you don't get too close behind me. Anyway, the stuff I revealed was always known about, but never really known, if you know what I mean. It's like, I always known I was a bit mental. Always. But how do you say this? But when I say out loud things like, I have an imaginary argument with God who I may or may not believe in, because I'm not sure, really puts in perspective just how mental I have become in life. Because I don't remember doing this when I was younger, or at least not as much anyway. But knowing is half the battle, as they say, and this is just the beginning of my journey into normality, or having it together, as I like to put it. And I'm not stopping. After this video there will be more cognitive behaviour therapy videos. I'm going to go through the entire book. And maybe I have other books as well. I might go through some of them as well with you all. Reading them with you actually kind of makes me feel good. And listening to myself can be quite soothing, I find. So I was listening to myself in bed last night. Yes, I know it sounds weird, but I was just listening to one of my vlogs just to see how I sounded. And I fell asleep. Which I think is pretty something. Maybe I could, read more for a living. Or do voice work, maybe. I mean, it's a pretty decent voice. I used to hate it when I was younger. So I remember at school, one of the kids called me Foghorn, because it was deep. I was probably one of the first kids in school to break into this voice. Because of that, I always hated it. And I always wished I was more high-pitched than what I was. I mean, let's face it, we all want to be something we're not. But as you get older, you start to accept it. And the more I listen to my voice on this vlog, because I have to listen to us, because I need to make sure I don't accidentally, dox myself or anything. Don't want to be listening to a video and I accidentally say, oh, I live at this address, come visit me or whatever, because people, please don't visit me. If you do somehow work out well, please don't visit me. Send me a message on here, by all means. Leave a comment saying hello. But please just don't stalk me or anything, because, that would not be appreciated. Anyway, I listen to them all, because I have to make sure I don't say stuff that's inappropriate. I've granted, I have dropped a few F-bombs on this channel, which I should probably stop, especially considering, the new laws in this country. I mean, I don't want someone to watch some young person with mental problems look at my videos and say, I'll watch this one to make sure I don't make the same mistakes, and lo and behold, the poor kid's got to upload his ID just to hear me talk about mental problems, all because I managed to drop an F-bomb. Let's face it, I don't want that. And I don't really like, although saying that though, the idea that in the future someone might use a VPN to circumvent a government ban on me is kind of, makes me feel rather smug. I mean, it'd be bloody stupid if it was, but let's face it, life is strange. And there's no accounting for the stuff that may or may not happen. It really won't. Now, where was I? Oh yes, knowing half the battle. Knowing is half the battle. So I said, until I said it last night, some of the things I do are actually mental. I mean, people have been put in a silence for less than that. When you think about it, having a mental breakdown, or a mini one at least, because I wrote down the wrong day and time on my calendar for a doctor's appointment, is problematic, let's face it. I mean, what if I was with someone else? What if I made a mistake with someone else? I mean, there is a good chance in those moments I could snap at someone. I can't imagine ever really doing that, but what if I did? It's a scary thought. But that just reinforces the urge to fix myself. And I know someone will say, well, you shouldn't really have to fix yourself, but you do, really. Some of us do need fixing. I do, anyway. I'm not caring for any of you, because you deep down know who you are, okay? And you know if you have problems that do need dealing with. Well, I've been here before. I was wondering where this pathway took me. In case you're wondering, I walked to St. Mary's, which you would have seen on previous videos. At least one of them, anyway. And I took that little pathway just to the left or the west. And there's a sheep eyeing me, giving me the evil eye right now. Don't look at me, mate. Me, you know, huh? Anyway, I took this pathway there. Just to the left or west, whatever you want to call it. That goes straight up. So I've never done it before. And it's led me here. Don't know if you remember the video. Well, the thumbnail will be up on the screen if you haven't seen it. So you'll be able to look for it. So I walked up here before hoping to find this pathway. But I never did. And I ended up, I think I went up that route. That must have gone up that one there. Instead of, when really what I should have done was gone up that one. So there you go, this one here. What did I do? Should have gone up that one instead. But you know what? I made it. That's the main thing. Then again, I was walking to Sainsbury's today, so going that way and taking me a bit further over was not a bad thing, really. Oh man, I thought all those kids would walking somewhere as I was would have been here by now. Maybe they did walk into that farm, even though the sign said no entry. But you know what? Not my problem. Really not my problem. I know where I am now. Roughly. And the question is, where do I go after this? Not that really matters, because today's not about the trip. Today's me talking about mental health. And I'll probably end it soon, because there's not much else one can really say, because, as I said, the battle's only just beginning. And there's so much further I can go. And the longer I walk like this, the less steps that will be counted on my phone. Not that that's a bad thing, because you don't need to count all your steps, but I just like to, you know, have it so that I do 10,000 a day roughly on average over the course of 1 month. I mean, I'm currently ahead by 1 day, which is good. So that means I could make 0 steps tomorrow and still be ahead. I won't do, mind you, but I could, which is nice. I'll show you. Look at that. Don't know if you can see this up here. Just let's see it. 5.2. Look at that. There. See? Sheep. And there's more in front of me as well, which is really nice. It's nice and peaceful in there too. Would have been more people there, because today, really, think about it, it's a perfect day, because there's no As you can tell, the sun isn't out. There's a nice little breeze. Not enough to make me inaudible, mind you, but just nice to keep you feeling cool. Really, it's a perfect day for a country walk, I would say. You know what? Their loss, my gain. Means I can do this in peace without being interrupted by people or having to suddenly stop because, you know, I don't like to invade other people's privacy and all that. Now the question is, what way do I go from here? Gotta see if I can remember. Actually, ignore me. Seeing being paranoid about something. Not that really matters. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this out now. If I have any more to say later on, I'll get it back out again. But if this is the end, then bye. If not, see you later. Either way, take care of yourselves, people. Hello and welcome back. This is Dominion Road. Now, I ended up here because on my walk up country, my path was blocked off. I went down one route and it was blocked off by two farmhouses, which I couldn't really do much about. I tried to go the other way, which I went before, and that too was blocked off with a sign saying no entry. Sods, a lot of them. I used to live down this road. The amount of memories I have is something else. Really is. They're all coming back to me. All of them. My schools were down there. Right, Mean and Dowsville I went to. Okay, that's new. The houses aren't new, but the big missing window is. That wasn't there last time I was there. I think I had a friend who lived in one of these houses along here. Can't remember which one though. And I think I'm pretty certain I used to know someone who used to live down here in Howison Road. I'm pretty certain I did. Memories tell me I did, but I'm not 100% certain. Now, further down is where I lived. 133 I lived at. That was my childhood home from pretty much from birth, or I think my dad said we moved there when I was about 1, so it's good as my birth home. So that is my childhood home. I thought I'd show you. Now, if you've seen the post, you'll be saying, James, this is a travel video. Why isn't this going on your travel channel? The answer to that is because this isn't technically, although I am technically travelling, this video is about me and my mental health. So it's staying on the main channel named after me. The video is reserved exclusively for travelling. I'm going to all go on the travel channel. But this one is about me. Now, my Cognitive Behaviour Therapy book, if you've been listening, said that I need to fill my mind with negative thoughts to see how well I can do with fighting them back. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't quite ready to do that, so I thought, why don't I, as I'm here, as I was stuck at Lance Farmer, why don't I walk down past my old house? Seemed a nice idea at the time. Now it just brings back memories. Now if you look in front of you, you'll see like a triangle. The right side of that triangle is 133 where I used to live. The blinds at the bottom were put in by my dad before we moved out, about a year or two. That front wall, or what you can see of it, was painted by me, as well as the red bit on top. That's my old painting job from over 20 years ago. And you can just about see the old 133 bit on the door. And the door's the same. Not much has really changed in that time. In a way it's nice, but at the same time it makes me sad to think that someone would move in and not even want to, you know, mark the home as their own. Give it their own unique look. It makes me sad how some people just don't care, and I see kids, so I'm going to have to stop recording this. Don't want to end up on the list after all. Right, for now, James out. I got away from the kids. It got quite windy, as you can probably tell it is now. So, hopefully this isn't too distracting. But I thought I'd sit down for a few minutes, have a little drink, a little something to drink. And this bird's been watching me most of the time. Don't know if he's just bored or plotting my death. He won't keep looking at me like that. Until I am here on my way home. Not much else I can really say, really. Feel alright with myself. Handled the members of the meeting better than I thought I would, which is nice. And I've generally not been listening to my headphones today, which is good as well. Because normally that's the first thing I normally do when I get outside. So all in all, it's a good day. I'm feeling alright. Maybe this CBT stuff is working. Who knows? Until next time. Bye.